What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. Right now we're sitting at 11,975. Our fourth target has been hit here right around that $12,000 region. What I want to point out here, and remember this is on the 4-hour time frame because that's very important for us as we try to get up through some of these overhead resistance areas. So today we've had a nice little spike again on some heavier volume, and that happened right at our target here of around $11,932. So if we're able to get up above that today, the next area we're going to look at is 12,096. Then it's going to be up around that 12,305. And what I want to point out there for you guys, just so you know, right now on the 4-hour time frame, the RSI is at 74. Typically on most pumps, we get roughly up into the 80s, like 80, 85, and then a lot of times you'll get that profit taking. Sometimes only up to 72, 75, right in that range before we cool down. But other times, you know, we really can get overextended when the volume comes in back in here, this area here, and this was back in July. We ended up getting up to 86 on the 4-hour RSI. So the most important thing for me is here, as we're trying to break through these overhead resistance areas, I want to continue to hold now 11,478. We'll call it $11,500 as support. That's going to be the area that I'm looking at right now. So far on the 4-hour time frame, the volatility stops at 11,712. You can see right here. So basically what that's saying is if you're in a position and you're trading it on the 4-hour time frame there, that's where you'd put your stop loss because it calculates that volatility for you. And then if you start dropping back below that, then you get stopped out of your position. But what I like to use it for is it just helps with the trend. It'll show you the short-term trend, the intermediate term, and even the longer-term trend, depending on what time frame you're looking at here. But we've had a nice clean break out of our symmetrical triangle here. I still want to see increased volume, but I would not be shocked if we did start to retrace back into some of these areas here to cool everything down a little bit before we make that next potential move to the upside. Now, what I want to point out as we step back here, if we can get over top of this high, roughly at about $12,500, and it's significant, we get through it with heavy volume, we could run very hard, fast, and aggressively. Okay, so if we get out to the 1-day time frame here, I just want to show you the gaps that are possible. So we get up through this area, that $12,500. The next area I'd really look up to is going to be roughly at about $13,200. Then it'd be up around $13,900. And what you have are those big open gaps, and people like to trade that. And that could even be a potential shot, guys, up to 20,000 really fast is the way that these things happen. This final kick that we got last time, it happened in the matter of about 25 days. We ended up going from $7,300 up to around that $14,000. So typically the blow off tops, when you're looking at these trends, the blow off tops almost double in price a lot of the time. Okay, so if we go back here and we look at this blow off top that we basically had, I mean, this was just a massive blow off top. We ended up going from $5,500 all the way up to that $20,000, and it happened very fast. So guys, when things move in this space, you have to be prepared and you have to be ready for them. Right now on the 1-day time frame, the RSI is at 70. And as we've talked about before, we can get up to around 86, 87 on the 1-day time frame. So that may give us enough to push up into this area. And then I want to see what we do with that $12,500. If we have major rejection up there, because that's the high we need to get over. Remember, we want higher highs and higher lows in terms of this intermediate term trend that we've been dealing with. If we take a look at our technicals for Bitcoin right now, we have a 1 sell, 8 neutral, 19 buy, oscillators 1 sell, 7 neutral, 3 buy, moving averages 0 sell, 1 neutral, and a 16 buy. And what it seems like is happening is some money's getting taken out of those altcoins and getting pushed back into Bitcoin now. And then typically Bitcoin are pumped, and when it's time for Bitcoin to cool down a little bit, money goes back into the altcoins, and it's just back and forth. But for me, I always love to see Bitcoin leading the market. We want to see those big explosive moves. Obviously want a little bit more volume here. You can see about average right now so far for the day. We won't close for probably 7 or 8 more hours. If we take a look here, and I think this is something important to look at too. So this is off Coinbase on the 1-day time frame. The volume today is 8.58K. So that's Bitcoins traded. The average is 7.6 98K. So we're already up above the average now. What we need is that continued buying pressure to get up through some of these staunch overhead resistance areas. That's the main thing. I want to see what type of candlestick formations happen up there around that $12,000, $12,500 range. That's the area I'm looking at. Then you can also see it shows your RSI, shows you the open was at 11,760, the high 11,995, then the low 11,685. Then we're going to wait to see where that closes. We've had a change of about $208 today. So I want to point that out. Hopefully we'll get into some altcoins tomorrow, or if they start to move a little bit. But if you guys get some from this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. Just be patient, be calm in this area, and protect those winning positions. That's the main thing I can tell you. And really watch that stock market as well, correlating very heavily to that. Okay, guys, God bless you all. Take care.